Exorcism, the expulsion of evil spirits from a person or place, has ancient roots. Evidence suggests its practice in various forms across numerous cultures. Ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Babylon all had rituals for driving out malevolent forces. These practices often involved incantations, rituals, and herbal remedies. Early civilizations believed in spirits, both good and evil, that could influence the living. Illness, misfortune, or unusual behavior was attributed to demonic possession. Shamans and priests acted as intermediaries, performing ceremonies to appease or banish these entities. Over time, exorcism became closely linked with religious beliefs. In many cultures, the practice evolved, incorporating deities and religious figures. The belief in demonic possession and the need for exorcism persisted, becoming deeply ingrained in societies worldwide. The case of Annalisa Michel remains one of the most chilling and controversial exorcisms in modern history. This young German woman's ordeal in the 1970s shocked the world and ignited fierce debate about the nature of possession. Annalisa's troubles began with convulsions and hallucinations, classic signs of epilepsy. However, her devout Catholic family became convinced she was possessed. Annalisa exhibited increasingly disturbing behaviors, speaking in tongues, contorting her body, and claiming to be tormented by demons. Priests were called upon to perform multiple exorcisms over several months, but her condition worsened. Annalisa's story, marked by extreme fasting, self-harm, and relentless spiritual torment, ended tragically in 1971. Her death, attributed to malnutrition and dehydration, raised serious questions about the role of exorcism and the possibility of misdiagnosing mental illness. The case sparked debate about religious extremism, the power of suggestion, and the ethics of exorcism. In the 1940s, a young American boy known as Roland Doe became the subject of an intense exorcism, inspiring the iconic novel and film, The Exorcist. Roland's alleged possession manifested as strange noises, furniture moving inexplicably, and the boy exhibiting superhuman strength. His family, deeply disturbed by these events, sought help from the Catholic Church. Priests performed a series of exorcisms on Roland, documenting dramatic accounts of violent convulsions, levitation, and the boy speaking in unfamiliar languages. The case, shrouded in secrecy and whispered rumors, captivated the public imagination. While skeptics questioned the veracity of the events, suggesting psychological explanations, the story of Roland Doe solidified the public's fascination with demonic possession and the power of exorcism. It became a cultural phenomenon, blurring the lines between reality and horror, and leaving a lasting impact on how we view the battle between good and evil. Section 4. Casting out evil rituals and practices across cultures. Exorcism rituals vary significantly across cultures and religions, reflecting diverse beliefs and practices. In Christianity, exorcisms often involve prayers, blessings, and the invocation of holy names to expel demons. The Catholic Church has a formal rite of exorcism, a carefully structured ritual performed by ordained priests. Other religions have their own methods for dealing with spiritual disturbances. In Hinduism, for example, priests may perform pujas, elaborate ceremonies involving offerings and prayers to appease or exorcise negative energies. Buddhist rituals often focus on meditation and chanting to restore balance and dispel malevolent influences. Traditional Chinese medicine recognizes spiritual imbalances as a cause of illness, employing methods like acupuncture and herbal remedies to restore harmony. Indigenous cultures often rely on shamans or medicine men who use rituals, herbs, and spiritual communication to address spirit-related afflictions. Despite their differences, these practices share a common goal: to alleviate suffering by addressing the perceived presence of malevolent forces. Section 5. The mind's shadow possession through a psychological lens. While many attribute possession to supernatural forces, psychology offers alternative explanations for the behaviors often associated with demonic influence. Mental health conditions like schizophrenia, dissociative identity disorder, and epilepsy can manifest in ways that resemble traditional descriptions of possession. Hallucinations, delusions, altered states of consciousness, and unusual speech patterns, often attributed to demonic entities, can be symptoms of underlying psychological or neurological disorders. Trauma, abuse, or extreme stress can also trigger dissociative states, leading individuals to act in ways they perceive as being controlled by an outside force. Psychologists emphasize the importance of seeking professional evaluation to differentiate between genuine mental illness and what might be misconstrued as demonic possession. While acknowledging the power of belief and cultural influences, a scientific perspective encourages understanding the complexities of the human mind before attributing unusual behaviors to supernatural causes. Section 6. Modern exorcism. The practice continues. Exorcism, despite its ancient roots, remains a practiced ritual in the 21st century. While its prevalence varies, reports of exorcisms continue to surface worldwide, reflecting the enduring belief in spiritual warfare and the power of faith to combat evil. The Catholic Church in particular maintains a cautious but active approach to exorcism. Priests trained in this specialized ministry receive reports of alleged possession and conduct thorough investigations. They collaborate with medical professionals to rule out any medical or psychological explanations before considering exorcism as a last resort. The Church emphasizes discernment, cautioning against mistaking mental illness for demonic influence. Outside of the Catholic Church, various religious denominations and independent practitioners continue to perform exorcisms, often incorporating elements of their specific belief systems. The persistence of exorcism highlights the enduring human struggle to comprehend and confront the unknown, seeking solace and control in the face of life's mysteries. Section 7. The Vatican's stance, official recognition and guidelines. The Catholic Church, recognizing the sensitive and potentially dangerous nature of exorcism, maintains an official stance on this ancient practice. The Vatican, the Church's highest authority, acknowledges the existence of evil and the possibility of demonic possession. It provides guidelines for discerning true cases of possession and conducting exorcisms responsibly. Priests designated as exorcists undergo specialized training, equipping them to differentiate between mental illness and spiritual affliction. The Church emphasizes a multidisciplinary approach, encouraging collaboration with medical professionals to rule out any natural explanations for unusual behaviors. The Vatican stresses the importance of caution, discretion, and the need for genuine faith in performing exorcisms. It condemns sensationalism and exploitation, urging priests to prioritize the well-being of the individuals seeking help. The Church's official recognition and guidelines underscore its commitment to addressing the spiritual needs of its followers while promoting responsible and ethical practices.